On this hunt, I'm in Wisconsin, where it's a mixed bag of paranoid turkeys.
Man, that's why I hear freaking gobble.
Giant suckers.
Here's what we call a big moth buffalo.
Regular old carp.
It's genuine carp.
And plenty of rain. I'm Stephen Rinella. To me, hunting isn't only about the pursuit of an animal. It's about who we are and what we're made of. I live to hunt and hunt to live. I am a meat eater. Turkeys are my favorite thing to hunt, but they're also kind of my least favorite thing to hunt. I love them, except they frustrate me and drive me crazy. Or maybe I love them because they frustrate me and drive me crazy. Whichever it is, I make sure to hunt these big birds every year, sometimes more than once, and usually in a new place. This year, it's Southwest Wisconsin with my buddy Jerod Fink, who lives for two things: hunting and coaching wrestling.
You told me, did someone put a gun to your head and made you choose between hunting and wrestling?
Yep.
You'd say just shooting?
I'd probably have to say just shooting, yeah. Amateur wrestling. You know, I'm not flying off the top ropes.
I assumed you did.
Yeah, there's no stone cold stunners.
Jerod has been bugging me for years to come out and do some turkey hunting by day and carp shooting by night. This part of Wisconsin, the southwest corner, is called the Driftless area. It's what didn't get leveled by glaciers, and it's a place I've come to know and love over the past decade. Some guys around here like to call it the West of the Midwest. It's full of game, trout streams, steep hills, and some hardcore dedicated hunters like Jerod. Opening morning of our turkey season starts with low clouds and constant drizzle. We sit and call a few different times in a few different places, but nothing too exciting happens. The few gobbles we do here are way out birds, out of reach on other properties.
They're up on that ridge, though.
Highly unlikely to call them this far.
So it's gonna be tricky sneaking through, but if we kind of cut up, stay a little bit further away, we're gonna want to get on that ridge.
Mid-morning, we decide to relocate.
It's big turkey. We're getting close to where we heard this gobble a couple times. You think there's a low probability that we bumped them?
I think a low probability.
We set up separately on a ridgetop, settle in, and start to call.
Yeah, and you think about how paranoid turkeys are. I mean, it's not just about hunters, you know. I mean, they gotta be careful because when they're out calling and gobbling, that's the kind of trouble that comes their way. I mean, it's like a dinner bell going off, you know. So a lot of that, how freaked out they get, and they call from their tree, and then they come down, they don't want to call. A lot of that stuff, you gotta wonder, like, how much that is them just being paranoid about getting hammered by something besides the dude.
See that guy come through?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I saw a squirrel. First I thought it was a little turkey, that's a squirrel. And I thought I saw another squirrel, and I realized that squirrel got longer and longer and whiter until he was coming through. Yeah, he was pretty interested, man.
Apparently, we aren't the only critters out here looking to get our hands on a turkey. We call it a day. I hate too much competition. We don't go home empty-handed after all, because on our way, we find a patch of ramps or wild leeks, perfect for anyone who likes the flavor of onions and garlic with a twist of woodsiness.
They're super good. This is a good ramp patch. Jeez, man. This is one of the first things that come up, and like this time of year, they're easy to find because you just look and there's green thing. They taste like garlic and onion, and they're kind of fun because you just take one like this, and you clean it up. Then you just wrap the leaf around itself, make a little package, put them on the grill, and grill them. Really good. Just put salt and pepper on them and grill them up. We're gonna grab a bunch. Now, we'll kind of add them to our turkey fry and carp fry. This will be a nice springtime addition to put some wild ramps in there.
One of the things I love about hunting is that you'll stumble across something that'll suddenly change your plan. Finding these ramps adds another element to my cooking plans, but now I need to work on the protein, and Jerod has just the rig to do it. Night falls, and we meet up with Jerod's brother-in-law, Kevin, whose house we're staying at. These two have been friends going way back to their college wrestling days. Together, these guys hunt hard from here to Arizona. And judging by their rig, you get a sense that bow fishing is high priority, even if the equipment might require a little finessing now and then. They shoot carp all summer, most of it going to fertilizer, but I'm gonna make them expand their horizons by bringing some to the deep fryer.
I love driving around at night, just being able to look at the water, man.
Run in and see the fishes.
How's that not into them? Oh, I did get them.
It's a genuine carp.
Attaboy. Here's what we call a big mouth buffalo.
Oh, must have pinned them to the bottom.
Stoned him.
Ow! Some yeah, I hurt myself too.
We shoot our fill of carp and buffalo sucker and then make our way back home. Tomorrow, we've got another early morning turkey hunt. The next day dawns. The same low clouds. It's nasty out there. Jerod and I have split up for the morning, but not much has happened.
Every turkey hunt has this part where you're like, it gets a little bit hard to picture it working out.
But late morning, we meet back up to go on a little exploration trip.
Man, I just want to hear a freaking gobble, man. I can imagine how like junkies feel, man. I want to hear a gobble so freaking bad.
Guess all you can do is keep going. Try to find one.
Just takes one.
Yeah.
There's a slight break in the weather, and literally, as the sun starts to push through the clouds, we get a gobble. And finally, it's close enough to warrant some real excitement.
Stay back here. Go.
The bird keeps on hammering with a little help from us until we're ready to slip in and make our move. Pretty sure I had a good hit, but I want to get there fast in case the bird gets up and boogies off.
He's still flopping a little bit. He's dead.
Yeah, as long as you're below me, I'm gonna go down.
Yep, go ahead, man. I got my eye on him. Never fails, man. Sun's out, guns out. It's like a nice bird, man.
There is nothing more exciting than that when it like just plays out so slow. God, man. It's like a little mini romance, you know what I mean?
A little thick in here.
Yeah, there's really nothing more exciting than a long drawn out turkey.
You know, when they come strutting and gobbling in and you think you lost them a couple times and then it all ends up coming together, man. God.
Yeah, I bet he was looking for us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I got a better sense of his personality toward the end there because you know, that little head's up like a beacon, you know what I mean? And one minute I see that head go through a little gap, and then he stopped behind something, and I could see both sides, so I could see if he was coming or going.
Yeah.
And he was in there forever.
Oh, really?
He spent a long time just in one spot, and then I could hear him. Did you ever hear that?
Oh, man, I heard it the whole time, but I never saw him.
And, like, when you're doing it, when you're hunting them, you want it to be like, get in here, I'm gonna kill you.
You get to be over so
and then, but if you do have a long one, it's like later you're like, God, that's exciting, man. I love these things. Let's get out of this thicket. You mind grabbing that scatter gun?
Yep, I'll get it.
May 1.
May 1, well, that's,
April showers bring May gobblers.
you shot that bird in the only ray of sunshine we've seen in the past 2 days.
I know. I thought after all that rain, when the sun came, I thought it was just my last moment before I got struck by lightning. But then I realized now it's just like, through the heavens comes the gobble, man.
Yeah,
Gobble. Definitely what I want to do is, like, I think when we cook these up, if we're gonna have a fry, you know, and have some dudes over, I think just take those breasts out and kind of pound them a little bit, bread them, just drop them in that oil. You got peanut oil.
Yeah.
Make turkey nuggets.
Just when you think a hunt is not gonna come together, after being discouraged by weather or your own negative thoughts, the sun can come out and totally change your day. Hopefully, our luck will hold overnight and we'll get Jerod into some birds tomorrow. Yesterday's break in the weather carries over, and it's a beautiful morning. The type of morning that brings me back around to thinking that turkeys maybe are my favorite thing to hunt. The chorus of songbirds is punctuated by gobbles in multiple directions. The birds are out, and they're looking for tail.
I mean, they're out hunting cloaca, man. We might just... I said they're out hunting cloaca. Hunting cloaca. Cloaca, that's the uni hole on a turkey. Oh, let's keep sitting tight till something becomes real clear.
It sounded like the end of a nearby cut cornfield was the focal point of the gobbler activity this morning, so we head that way. As we get close to the field, we see that 2 hens are still out feeding. We make our way as quietly and cautiously as we can. We get over there without spooking them.
There she comes back in.
Yeah.
I didn't see the other one there. I just looked out and I just saw that one.
I want to get our decoy as close as we can to those hens without spooking them. So we stealth our way upstream, and I go out and place the decoy while Jerod gets himself into shooting position. It doesn't take long and we hear a gobbler. He's coming. I figure that the gobbler will come from out in the field, but he doubles back and takes the woods route. He comes creeping in behind us, not 3 yards away from Jerod and our cameraman. Any minute now, I'm expecting this bird to realize something's up. So as soon as he gets far enough away, I let out a putt so he'll lift his head.
Oh, that was close. He kind of come from the wrong direction, huh? Man, I don't think I've ever seen a tom I'll ever see Tom walk that close to someone and like strut.
That was, I could see him when he came down behind us on that
Oh,
hill.
you didn't know he was there?
I knew he was there, and then he came, like, I had my head turned, and my eyes were as far back in my head as they could go, and I'm like, and then I couldn't see him anymore. I'm like, he's got to be right behind me.
I kept being afraid he was just gonna spook.
Yeah.
So I gave him a little putt to see if I could get him to lift his head up. Because I was like, any minute now he's gonna be like, wow, there's a couple dudes standing here.
That was close, man. I mean, that bird wasn't 3 yards away from me when he came through there.
That was amazing. Let's go have a look.
Yeah. It looked like a nice bird coming in.
Oh, yeah. 3-year-old. Oh, that was exciting.
What is that, 7 yards, 8 yards?
God, it's a good time, man. There's no funner thing than hunting turkeys.
We put the Navy SEAL sneak on that sucker.
Yeah.
I mean, to get to where we needed to be. Double beard.
Oh my goodness.
Double bearder.
Special rarity. You'd be like, he had a 10-inch beard. I'd be like, yeah, the long one. The other one was short. He's got trips or dubs.
I think it's a triple. There it is. There's another one.
Yeah.
Triple bearder. There, so.
What were you saying though, man? Sun's out, guns out?
Sun's out, guns out.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's my new turkey hunting slogan.
It's turkey weather, man.
You know what? That's actually useful because now, you know how when it's raining, you don't want to go hunting, but you feel guilty for not going?
Yeah.
Now I can be like, it's just not sunny.
It's not sunny.
The sun's not out, the guns ain't out. Well, man, 2 tags, 2 turkeys.
2 tags, 2 birds, man. You
That's
can't beat
good.
that.
We're here at Jerod's brother-in-law's place, getting ready to feed his friends and family with a fish and turkey fry.
There he is. Oh, they're nice and chilly. We're gonna get cleaning fish now. Here we got 3 fish, a non-native introduced, and a couple of members of the sucker family. Of course, the non-native's carp. Now, the buffalo is a native fish that's, that's supported a commercial fishery in the Mississippi watershed for a long time. Honestly, if I had to eat fish one way the rest of my life, this is gonna betray my Midwest upbringing. I would eat fried fish. And that's the one thing I've never done with a carp. I never tasted a buffalo knowing I was eating a buffalo. So it'll be interesting to see if that works. I mean, I've tried all the fancy pants, complicated stuff. Oh, look at that flesh, man.
Yeah.
They're bony.
That's a nice fillet off that fish, though.
Yeah.
It's nice and white fish.
Digging into this buffalo, it really is, like I've heard, is just unbelievably bony. It's like a shad, or just like any member of the sucker family. I mean, that piece right there, I feel that's largely a bone-free slice. A lot of this stuff I'm just gonna have to pickle, because when you pickle it in vinegar, the bones will dissolve. That's what I do with northerns.
We do what we can to harvest as much bone-free buffalo meat as there is and quickly fillet the rest of the carp. We then head into the garage where the fryer is set up and we begin to bread our fish and turkey.
We're doing, with the turkey breast, making turkey nuggets. Can't be debated that it's good, it's just good. It's simple. If you like fried food, this is a good fried food. And rather than doing a wet batter, got the turkey breast, just cut in these little pieces. Dust it in flour, and then you put it in egg. What the flour does is it gives the egg something to bind to, so you get a little more egg on there. The egg gives the panko something to bind to. The fish, I like to fry them same way, flour, egg, cornmeal. Oh, ow, stung me. Big turkey breast.
And while they're frying, we get the rib racks from the buffalo on the grill. And then there's the ramps we picked the other day. They're coated in olive oil and sprinkled with salt.
All right.
What's for supper?
Well, some failures and some successes. This is my 3rd time I've ever tried to cook carp. This is probably gonna be the worst one. It's bone-impregnated carp fillets, just packed with bones, so be really careful eating those. This is just rib racks off of buffalo. Kevin thought that tasted a little bit like his bow fishing fish bucket, which he licks. These are ramps from right down the hill. It's like a wild onion, grilled. These are super good. Turkey nuggets, no explanation needed, super good. Fried buffalo. The flesh is super white, it was kind of nice. You thought it tasted like walleye? I mean, that was forgiving, but
Right.
Is the tartar sauce down there?
It is. What do you think about that carp?
It's not terrible.
I'm telling you, dude,
It
the
is
carp.
not horrible. No, it's not bad at all. Very good. Delicious turkey.
Growing up in Michigan, we always looked across the lake at you guys, and all we knew about you is you drank all that beer.
That's all you need to know about us.
Wasn't that the best thing about living in Michigan was the view across the lake?
I know, our mom would be like, don't, whatever you do, don't cross that lake. Beer drinking lunatics over there. No, this is a blast, man. I appreciate you having me out.
Yeah, thanks for coming down. I'm glad you could get a turkey and shoot a couple fish, man. It was a good time.
You call me when your ramp patch recovers and we'll come back.
Yeah.
This is the part of a hunt where I usually get sentimental and start talking about all the new things I learned from the hunt. But right now, drinking a beer, I'm just reveling in the satisfaction that comes from having my old, pre-existing notions verified. As much as the world is constantly getting remade, it's nice to know that a handful of things are fixed in place. Most dudes from Wisconsin really are down-to-earth guys who love beer. Fried stuff tastes good. It's a blast to shoot fish with bows, and a gobble is perhaps the sweetest, most exciting noise you'll ever lay your ears on.